All right, Kai, we have talked a lot about the a- analysis of feed and how we can understand the way that the feed is going to impact our horse. And now, could we talk a little bit about how we take that information and apply that to our horse? Because we also have to understand what our horse's actual needs are. Could you talk a little bit about how we find out what our horse needs, and then how we take that information and then the information from the analysis of the feed and come up with a feed program that can provide optimal health for our horse?
Yes. So, like I said before, match your hay to your horse, not your horse to the hay. So we need to look at the horse's metabolic requirements first. And how do we find that? Well, you can ask a nutritionist or go to extension agents, but you can also look it up online. So there is a really good working sheet called the NRC 2007 horse working sheet online that you can find, and that basically has a input that you can put how much kilogram is your horse, how much body weight of hay they're eating, and is the horse a working horse, lactating horse, or is it a growing foal? And you can input all that information into it, and they will auto calculate. And at the very bottom, they will show you all the crude protein that he needs, and all the minerals that he needs, things like that. And remember, when you feed, you don't feed percentage, you feed the grams, kilograms, or pounds to your horse. So when you calculate that, you can use the percentage and how much hay you're giving. Like, let's say you're giving 5 pounds of hay, and 5 pounds of hay have 13% crude protein. So when you times that, that means that 5 pounds times 13 is 65. So that's 0.65 of protein, that pounds of protein that the animal is getting. So that's how you calculate the needs and see if that matches. And also that page, you can input your own feeds. Like you bought the hay with a certain analysis, you can input that into there and then do some math calculations. But if you're afraid you're going to get it wrong or you're unsure about it, feel free to talk to an equine nutritionist and have them figure it out for you, because math is not everybody's thing.
From calculating your horse's needs from the hay, how do you come up with what you're going to actually feed? So you figured out the protein, um, or you talk to a nutritionist, and just from there, how, what's the rest of the program? I guess you figured out. Okay, I need this much protein. How do you kind of come up with just a general idea? I'm going to feed my horse this many pounds of this hay.
Okay. So usually we feed hay based on body weight. So if the horse it's 1,000 pound, 2% body weight will be feeding 20 pounds of hay for this horse to be at maintenance or something like that. And then you can tweak the actual amount of hay that you feed with the hay analysis and see if the protein is met, if the minerals, vitamins are met, things like that. And then if it's insufficient, you can look into grains or other products, or or now call it concentrate, to like make it more balanced. But the main thing is that horses need a forage-based diet. A lot of people think this is a new trendy word, but actually this is the foundation of equine diets for a very long time. We just now put a term on it, but horses need to eat forage like for 80% or 90% of their diet. So that is a way to do that. And if you work with a nutritionist, after they figure out a diet and what you add, what you take out, we will help you implement it in your horse. Because horses, they are high gut fermenters. They does not do well with rapid changes because it can cause microbiome imbalance or upset stomach, or even just stress of not eating the original food can have gastric ulcers or other stress-induced systematic inflammation happen. So that's why we have to slowly implement it. Usually, you want the diet to be transitioned about a week or so to into the full new diet, and just slowly transition them. And the nutritionist will work with you to come up with a plan and how to do that and slowly transition your horse into the new diet.